Hello everyone, I am Gabriele, welcome to my channel. I am playing Stegosaurus and I am in dire need of pumpkins and marigold, so I'm gonna risk it a bet and let's dive. Fingers crossed. Every time you do this it's very risky unless you do it where water is a bit shallower, so to say. It doesn't matter which direction I'm looking at, because if there is a big dino I am done for. There is none. I've been lucky, so I want to risk a bit more, because once I proceed this way on my deck I won't go back for a drink for a long time. I want to stay around water, or at least drinking water, for as little as possible. I do not want to risk going to drink for every couple of minutes. So every 20 minutes or so I go for a drink, not anything less. It's just for me, for safe gameplay. Where am I going, by the way? Where am I going? I need to go upwards. I need to go uphill. So this is in between the Jungle Gully and the Cat River, on the west side of the river. There is a couple of pumpkins last time that I found them by Bumpy Confluence. All of these names you can find them in vulnona.com. In the description below you will also find all the links possible about vulnona.com, etc. By the way, I just need to go upwards. I don't find any entrance. I don't find any entrance. This is no good. This no good. I do not want to make such a big detour. I do not want to take any full damage either. Sorry about this. Right, here we are not then. Hopefully I will find some place where I can go inland, so to say. I mean center. This is center. So I'm coming from southeast, where there was plenty of sumac, and now I'm going back center/northwest. I do not want to enter northwest, and I want to spend as much time as possible in forests. Oh, here we are. Finally. So the more time I spend in forest, and the better it is. I do not want to take full damage. That's Jungle Gully entrance. You enter from there, and from the opposite side, and it crosses center. It splits center from northern center, so to say. This is already a good spot to start sniffing around, because if I'm lucky enough, I do not want to enter these bushes, because that's the limit, the boundary between where I am and the canyon, so to say. So anywhere down here, west, is a good spot to find marigold already, kinda. Marigolds are scattered all throughout center, and pumpkins are generally scattered all throughout northwest. That's where I'm going. I need to feed my Stegosaurus on pumpkins first, and then on marigold, just because, one thing at a time. I have my stomach full of sumac. So where did I spawn when I first started playing Stegosaurus? On a server that is full, 100 players, and let me rest. Out of 100 players, there is one little Stegosaurus that is striving to survive. Actually, it is just hiding, and then guess what? More hiding. That's what Stegosaurus is about, if you want to grow it to 100%, nothing else. So I went from forest to forest, and those moments where I was more spottable, it was because I was jumping from bush to bush in a prairie, just because I couldn't do otherwise. Or actually I could, but I wanted to take a shortcut. So if you want to take shortcuts, the game is riskier, generally speaking, because shortcuts are taken by a lot of players, and they are usually found by hotspots such as the Cat River, northwest, southeast, center, etc. That's alright. Enough stamina for me. So I spawned with this Stegosaurus with a 10% growth already, center. And at center I found some marigold, and a bit northwest of center, around Bumpy Confluence, I found some pumpkins in the forest. I was lucky enough to find some pumpkins there. I'm gonna go on vulnona.com to show you that in a moment, as soon as I need to get some stamina again, because I will need some stamina eventually. Do you see me going in the prairie? Do you see me like gorging my eyes on my beautiful Stegosaurus? No, I'm checking my surroundings. I mean, I should check my surroundings. I am just walking, running in the forest. It's not where everyone goes. That's where you wanna be. That's where you wanna be. By the way, I think I have already reached. Did I go west? I did. That should be. That should. Am I already there here? Am I already there? So this is probably. I need to go a bit farther. Probably I went too much south. This is the Cut River probably. Unless I went too much south, and that's one bend of Delta River, which could be as well. I can go west now, easy peasy. So you stay in the forest, you stick to a forest, and you don't move. You wait for you to be thirsty, then you move. You wait for you to be starving, and then you move with more nutrients as possible, possibly. Okay. I want to use vulnona.com to know my exact position, just in case. Although that's the Cut River, because I might have identified that little hill over there. This is the Cut River, probably. It's not one of the bends of Delta River, so it's kind of alright. Now I want to jump from bush to bush here, because I skipped the part where there was a forest. Come on, sprint a bit. Sprint a bit, you big stego. Not that big though. Alright, this is kind of a cool place to stay, I think. I do not want to stay up top on the ridge, but a bit here. Kind of concealed, kinda. I mean, it's not completely concealed, but it's alright. So, here we go. Copy and paste. Copy to clipboard. You just click here after you are in your user interface. Then you open your Google Chrome, like I'm doing now, and you check vulnona.com. The link with the Isle interactive map. There is a link in the description below, by the way. So once your vulnona.com is open, your vulnona.com site with the interactive map is open, here you go. In here you make sure the map is the last one, and then you show your position. Yeah, I am actually I am far away from the Cut River. That's one of the bends of Delta River. That's alright, even better. Around here, now I want to see where Marigold is. So Marigold is all about center. If I go a bit south, sticking to this forest, this darker area indicates a forest, I will be safe and sound, kinda, you know. And then up here, I found up here, where is that? Pumpkins, that's what I need, pumpkins. And I found them up here. In here actually, here, I found them here, in this forest, in this one here, just a bit outside the boundary of these pumpkin circles, so to say. So that's just perfect. Pumpkins here, and then fingers crossed Marigold here in this forest, kinda. That's all about vulnona.com, nothing else. So you tick what you want, you tick what you do not want, and so on and on. Now, continuing my trip with this great Stegosaurus. By the way, 100 players server, and it looks like everyone is sticking either to center, southeast, or northwest. The people don't actually know the other parts of the map. That's a big plus for you if you are playing something like Stegosaurus. I mean, if you are growing a Stegosaurus, if you are actually playing 100% Stegosaurus, you will probably be by riverbanks bullying Dinosuchus players that don't know what they do. Yeah, because you never engage in a fight on land with a Stegosaurus as a Dinosuchus, or even by riverbank if the Stegosaurus doesn't have any paw dipped in water. The paws of Stegos need to be in water in order to at least engage a Stegosaurus in water as a Dinosuchus. Otherwise it is a no-go. Just don't do it. I do it and I die every time. I never learned my lesson. Oh, this is great. Now it's a bit exposed for my likes. It's a bit too exposed for my likes. But at least I have that hill that is protecting me from the cut river, so to say, and that other hill that is protecting me from center. Now you need to know a bit the map and how players usually move around in order to find these safe spots. There is no safe spot in the isle, by the way. There is no such thing as a safe spot. Also, check the skies, because you never know if there is a Pteranodon player that is scouting for others. That's a thing, and you need to be aware of that. So, Pteranodon player up in the sky, it means it is a red flag, and it means you go back in the forest. In the same forest you came from, or to the closest forest to you, because you never know if that Pteranodon player is a scout or not. For a Carnotaurus, or for Carnotaurus mainly, or for a huge Utahraptor group. So you better play safe. There is another Stegosaurus around, I guess, because that bush, that marigold, lasted a bit less than the previous one. So some other Stego already fested upon that bush. It's okay. I'm moving a bit uphill by the forest. I like forest again. We do like forests. And I want to get pumpkins. As soon as I get pumpkins safe and sound, I will be alright. So, the Cut River down there. Do you see my south heading? That is Radio Tower. That is Mount Jager again. And that's the fingers, so to say. They are west. They are marking the boundary between west and center. There is Pocket River that separates west from center, kinda. So I want to stick to the forest as much as possible. As soon as I think I'm getting closer and closer to Bumpy Confluence, again, check vulnona.com for all of these names. These names keep changing from map update to map update, so they might change, they might vary, but check Bumpy Confluence, around Bumpy Confluence on the eastern side, and you will find in the forest some pumpkins. That's where I'm going now. Again, I need to stick to forest as much as possible, and at this point it's already safe, so to say, not to consume all of your stamina. I do not want to fall in Jungle Gully just yet, so because I don't know where I'm going, and I feel that there is Jungle Gully just here. I will not go there. You see, it's the terrain is going down below. It's a risk. It is a risk, and it is probably a big risk. I do not want to go there. Probably that is Jungle Gully. I'm not entirely sure, but I will stick as much as possible to bushes anyway, even though there is a deadly fall on my right hand side. But bushes again are hiding my Stegosaurus. That's the Stegosaurus gameplay up to 100%. After 100%, you are kind of unbeatable, apart from a couple of Utahraptors, very well organized groups. Let's say that you have 4 or 5 Utahraptors in your group, and you decide to pounce at the same time one big Stego. The Stegosaurus will eventually bleed to death. Probably you will have 1, 2 casualties, but if Stegosaurus is far away from a tree, if Stegosaurus is far away from a rock, is far away from even a river, well, you have a guaranteed win. Well, a guaranteed win. Plenty of factors involved, as you might see, but again, we are talking about a 5 hours with a perfect diet growth dinosaur. Well, 4.5 now, if you decide to spawn and not hatch. But again, roughly 5 hours with a perfect diet, roughly. Now it is a bit less, but yes, and oh, what did I say? I fell for it, and I failed miserably. I told you, be careful of this. Am I still alive? I'm still alive. That's why you do not trust bushes. I did trust a bush, and I almost thought I was done for. Yeah, still alive. Still alive. I thought I was dead for real. I thought I was dead. But again, I'd rather stick to bushes then going center. That is already center, by the way. What we are looking at, that prairie, is already considered center. That is a spawning point, and I am way too close to that spawning point slash skirmish point with a Stegosaurus that has no stamina. No stamina equals sure death. Sure death. Because, come on, no stamina, you cannot use tail whip. You cannot use tail whip, and tail whip is what makes the difference for a Stegosaurus. Unless you are fighting little critters with less than 50 HP. If you are at 100% growth with your Stegosaurus, your 50 points of damage bite, 50 points of damage bite as a Stegosaurus will be able to take down little Utahraptors, little Carnos even, but they need to be juvies, so to say. They need to be juvies. This is roughly the gameplay that you have with Stegosaurus. Again, a very rough gameplay with solo Stegosaurus on 100 players server, on a server that is full. I am avoiding everything. I am avoiding everyone. I hear something I don't like, I just move. I hear even someone of my own species, I avoid it, because you never know if you find someone that likes to tail whip you. That's just 100% survival, 100% more chances of making it out alive to 100%. I think I'm good. I'm good. I might need to sniff the air now, because I might be lucky enough, fingers crossed, to sniff some lion's nutrient. If I sniff some lion's nutrient, it means pumpkins are nearby. They should be somewhere. Yay, pumpkins nutrients, and also a carcass nutrient. That is not good, but it will do. It will do. I can risk now, go now there, or I can just sit down and wait for a bit. That's up to your gameplay, by the way. I don't like this. I don't see where I'm going, so I know there is jungle gully nearby. I'd rather do a bit of a detour instead of just running blind. I do not want to run blind in this around jungle gully, around the canyon. In fact, there is a canyon, and that might be my death sentence, probably. So I'm gonna sniff again, and I will eventually reach those lion's nutrient, those pumpkins. Achieved. I can keep my perfect diet. I can get back my perfect diet. Sorry, I am going for a great diet because I have only 2 nutrients. But now I will be back on a 3 nutrient diet. Please, fingers crossed. These pumpkins will just be oh, perfecto. I couldn't hope for better pumpkins, honestly. Hidden, and they are by a cliff. So, alright, that's all for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna get one of these pumpkins with G. Pressing G now, pressing G. And that's all for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Consider subscribing my channel, and have a great day. Bye bye. This is Stegosaurus Survival 1.0. Bye bye.